Welcome to MURKradio. The stream will begin shortly. This is Aeroplane by Tom Doodle. The stream will begin shortly. This is Isolated by 2 North. Oh goodness, hello, hi, oh geez, you guys shouldn't have. Hello, oh goodness. How's everybody doing today? Let's pop this Discord open. Hello Justin, the executive producer with the mostest. How are you doing today, sir? Let's hope we're catching him at some good internet times.
Is the internet good?
Boom, I can hear you. Yes, sir. How have things been?
I'm homesick.
Homesick? Oh no, did you get the new Brovid?
I don't think so, but I'm going to take a test later.
That's, yeah, just to be safe, brother. That new strain is going around like crazy.
I think I caught whatever variant they had last week.
Oh no. Oh no. How's she feeling? Hope Arianthe's feeling better. A little bit of the booty went around the workplace, but I've been really lucky. What up, Debbie? Debbie in the house. I had an eventful weekend. I pushed like 12, 13 miles Saturday. I've been working out like crazy. Working out. Oh my gosh. But what's the weather like in your neck of the woods, brother? I hear it's still like in the 106 degree region.
In the warehouse, it was 102 yesterday when they sent us home early at noon.
Oh, I didn't catch the first part of that because you went a little R2D2, but I heard you from when they sent you home early.
102 at noon in the warehouse.
Oh, goodness. Okay, Debbie's saying it's a bit cooler in the UK. Still warm. That's good. Okay, so everywhere's hopefully gonna start cooling off soon. It's unusually cool here in the desert the last few days. Monsoon season has started. So hopefully some moisture comes y'all's way globally, you know? So, we started News Dump a while ago, and it turned into kind of a rabbit hole reaction series. And I've had a lot of fun reacting to rabbit holes. We are out of debunk files rabbit holes. Where should we go with this YouTube live stream in real life series? Just start nitpicking and really choose one rabbit hole to dedicate ourselves to? I feel like I'm waiting for court cases now for a lot of things. Do we just react? Is it just the simple reactions that people want? Do you just want my spicy input? Do you just want my tasty candor? Is that what it is? Because we can just keep rolling that way. I'm gonna keep the News Dump playlist, but I might rename things again. I don't know. Staying MURKtv everywhere, but I'm gonna start gaming just on Twitch. So if you guys are into the gaming streams and you got into the gaming on YouTube, I'm moving it probably exclusively to Twitch. Yep. So I say we keep the reactions. I really like in Twitch when we get to emoji react to stuff. I really enjoy that. So react to the news, react to anything you guys send me. I thought about just going through everything people have shared in the Discord the last few days. There's one particular news story that has me a little irate, and it has to do with fraudulent activity behind Alzheimer's research. Of all fields of research, Alzheimer's research. You know what I mean? Like that. There's no more infuriating a subject, honestly. So probably look up something in that realm, see if there's any mainstream news outlets that have covered it. But other than that, I have no plan. I've been making a lot of surrealist art and recording music again. So that's been fun. I've been playing a lot of guitar, guys. Like a lot. 20C. Let's see, you guys, we're at 40C, so you're at 20C. I mean, I don't know. It sounds like it's cooler. I don't remember the Fahrenheit to Celsius conversion. Call me a pleb in the comments.
Because the conversion is ridiculous.
Yeah, the conversion is ridiculous. The conversion's a little loco for Choco Puffs, but... Oh. There's a new Murk record coming out, gang. It's gonna be sad. It's gonna be a sad one. It's gonna be a slow, sad one. Buckle up. COVID was hard. Get to deal with me at my full artist self, guys. I don't think I've had the stream going while I've been in full studio mode before and in full creative mode, so buckle up, I guess. There's gonna be a lot of stuff dropping. Normally when I get this active in one realm of creative endeavor, a whole lot of other stuff happens because I do all of it myself. So I don't just, I do art for months. I do visual art for months, trying to find the right aesthetic for the sound that I'm crafting in the studio while I'm also, it's just, I'm just gonna be more open and share as much as I can, while also not letting you guys into my creative process because it's none of your business. As rude as that might sound, I tried that really hard. Like, I really wanted to let everybody into my creative process, but I don't think I can. I think it just happens too sporadically and randomly. Let's see. City of Dreams by Danny Evo was the song I just paused in the background, and I'm gonna be honest, guys, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. Like Home. This is an interlude. Marcus D. There we go. Ooh. There we go. Yeah. Have you seen the new pics from the new telescope? There's one pic that looks like angels in space. Oh, good. I have seen a bunch of the new telescope images, actually. Been enjoying the trek through space, if you will. Proving relativity true more and more every day. Shout out Einstein. Shout out physics. Been keeping up with the cosmic world, if you will, Debbie. It's fascinating, beautiful.
Jupiter gets me every time they post a new one.
Oh, isn't that crazy? Yeah, we get to see even planets in our own solar system more detailed than we ever have in our lifetime. It's a very beautiful time to be alive. I was talking to Lux about just the different reasons I'm thankful to be alive right now, and listening to some Robert Anton Wilson, and Robert Anton Wilson was kind of complaining about things from back in his day. And one cool thing about this newer generation and some of the newer things that have happened socially in our lifetime is we are proving to be a era of action. We do actually do things. The Me Too movement alone, finally bringing some just any kind of justice in any form to the doorstep of these wealthy elites, executive producers, things like that, like these Harvey Weinsteins, these the people who were rightfully Me Too, these Bill Cosbys. We live in a time where we actually did something about it. People in the past knew about it, they talked about it, the previous generations wanted to stop it and knew it was a thing, built stand-up comedy sets around the concepts, things like that, but nothing was really ever done. There wasn't interconnectivity the way we have interconnectivity now, and we're a cool era to be alive. Like, that we've actually done stuff. We've done things. And not every generation can say that. What a generation that was applauded when I was a youth was kind of the baby boomer hippie movement, but it's like, what other than giving us a roadmap for actions that we took, what did you really accomplish other than getting really high? And conceptualizing things for us. Again, thank you for the conceptualization, but you boomers that get mad at the younger generations, keep in mind we're doing stuff. And those ideals were built by your generation. Good and ill. And it's been such a cool time to be alive. Such a cool time to be alive. Speaking of, I don't normally bring my work life into the show. And I'm not really going to now, but I am going to critique an act that I saw. It was a cover act. Here's the thing. I like a cover band. I like a good cover band. I really do. I've seen Zeppelin cover bands, endless Grateful Dead cover bands, hodgepodge cover bands that are just playing a bar that play a little bit of everything. They got a Stones cover they throw out that they're good at. They got, I like a good cover band. I'm not going to say the name of this particular cover band or where this took place, but I will say who they were, it was a Kiss cover band. Wasn't that great. Kiss isn't that great for me. Sorry if you're a Kiss fan. Not really my jams. And I will say I watched an AC/DC cover band straight up outshow a Kiss cover band. AC/DC cover band opened for the Kiss cover band and just wiped the theater with those fools. If you're gonna do a Kiss cover band, you really gotta, your lead man, your Paul Stanley really has to have it together. You really gotta have a good Paul Stanley impression if you're gonna try to attempt like the Candor. They had a whole band that opened for them that was an AC/DC cover band that was specifically like, oh, we know we're not AC/DC, but we're gonna nail these songs. Let's have a good time. Interesting, knowing your crowd. It is the rare cover band that's like, no, we know why we're all here. We love this band just as much as you. Clearly more, because we are about to nail this. It's such a weird experience. I'm not a big fan of either of those classic rock acts, AC/DC or Kiss. Fond memories of AC/DC as a youth. Really fun songs to learn to play when you're a kid on guitar, like one of your first kind of riff. Once the first like Angus Young like riff that you nail, you're like, yeah, I'm making moves. You know what I mean? Like you're like, I'm whatever age you started. Again, I started kind of young. So if if you're like me, you're like, you're 12 and you shred a Angus Young lick, you're like, yeah, making moves, baby. Can't stop me. And I don't know. Kiss wasn't like that for me. There's no like Kiss riff that's really like make or break for me that like ever was like the pinnacle of me learning something or like felt cool. And I realized that's not true. There's a lot of people who really like Kiss. Clearly. I mean, you don't have Gene Simmons shady business practices, but nice, not nice guy, excuse me, a mean dude, but a master at what he does, I guess. If you want a master class on how to make money off of your product, Gene Simmons is a good place to go. Other moral things, don't use him as a guru for like everything. But when we're talking about merchandising, maybe check out Gene Simmons. Other than action figures and face paint, not a big Kiss fan. I just don't see the appeal. Not my thing. Never really was. Justin, did you have anybody you grew up around or knew that was like hella into Kiss? I thought they were somewhat.
Not really. I can't think of any of our, at least.
Okay, yeah, like nobody from like your area, your neck of the woods that you grew up. Yeah, see, I don't even as a youth, brother. Let me tell you something that was kind of surprising about this Kiss cover band. There were a bunch of kids there, like a bunch of kids there. Like, I gotta, yeah. The kids in full Kiss makeup.
The only people around our age that I know that enjoyed them were like, they grew up with their parents really liking it. And it's like a nostalgia thing, not necessarily that they like the band so much as it brings back good memories.
That's what I felt about the kids that were there. That was where I thought, that's surely why these kids are here. They're here with their parents, and their parents are big Kiss fans. Coolio. Yeah, I could say, and that's honestly kind of why I like it. Like why there's a few AC/DC tracks. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. I have fond memories of my father, stuff like that. You make a good point there. nostalgia. I just couldn't imagine committing myself to a touring act where you're just your favorite era of your favorite band every night.
Working at Guitar Center basically killed any classic rock for me. So
I bet. I bet that's yeah. Oh man.
Like having flashbacks every time I hear a riff.
Teaching guitars is kind of like that for me, where it's like, I like to ask a kiddo, what are you trying to learn? Like what song? Where are you trying to get to? Like what's the song in your head? And it's always, like, and you just end up teaching a kid some classic rock until they're happy. Like just get them into the instrument is
either classic rock or I want to play Between the Buried and Me.
Or I want to play Between the Buried and Me. It's like, oh my God. Look, kid. Let's aim a little lower for a while. let's aim just a little bit lower. Let's start with some
Discord chug and then work up to the, polyrhythmic stuff.
Yeah, let's start with like the beginning of 43% Burnt by Dillinger Escape Plan, and then we'll start talking about Alaska by Between the Buried and Me. You know what I mean? Like let's get your sense of meter going. Let's see where you're at rhythmically. Had an interesting workflow with this new music situation I have going on. No more collaborator. Again, I do really all of the main part of the writing and composition and overdubs for the Murk records by myself, but I'm even more by myself than I've ever been making this record, and it's kind of getting emotional. It's kind of
That's good.
Yeah, it's going to be different, that's for sure. I think I'm taking the music side of things in just a different direction for a while. I think things are going to end up being a little more a beginning of Shine On You Crazy Diamond. You know what I mean? Like a little less funky, slow funk, a little more psych rock. Be a little bit more psychedelic. Just out in the desert too, like, so Latin influences, stuff like that, just be my full artistic self. There's no actual target demographic for the first time in a long time for me making
for yourself.
And I built a process of I'll delete an entire track. I don't care if me and a room full of people have worked on it for 16 hours. If there's been more than like 3 layers of compromise, it'll affect my re-listening to the record. You know what I mean? And so I'm just going to delete it. If it's on my computer, like I'm just going to delete it and try to capture it again in a way that I want to hear it again. So I do that for everything, but with this new stuff, it's like, this is solely for me. I'm not thinking about anybody else. You know what I mean? Like it's not about...
Well, you've got your music for other people out there. You've got plenty of albums out there that were more, you enjoy them, but you made them for people to listen to.
Yeah. And I'm still keeping the theme of like, this is a painting you hang on the wall. Kind of like the rest of the Murk record. Yeah, like these are records for other people. This is, put this on while you work, put this on while you study, put this on, in the background. This is ambience. But yeah, it's almost like a subconscious dream record. I don't even know how to explain it. I've started and stopped a few different times, and I tooled around for the last few days on using an AI to help me build some walls. Does that musically? Which is weird.
Just to help lay down the structure of everything, or?
Well, more just to show me maybe interesting key changes, things like that. Like I'll put.
Oh.
Yeah, like I'll put my own stuff into it and be like, where would I mathematically normally go if I start here? If I start at D minor, where am I going? And that's been an interesting tool because, again, it's in the theme of Murk as a project, which is digital inclusion, kind of a Andy Warhol meets computers idea. Like put myself into a machine, make Murk into a a robot. If Murk could just outlive me and we could just turn what's happening even now into an algorithmic driven thing that's just procedurally generated, that'd be so cool. Like, that's the goal, you know, like.
Interesting.
And so I'm getting there. I'm also going to be making a lot of music for other people. You know, I'm one big sad record and then back to business as usual with the lo-fi beats to study to. You know, like I've got a lot of that stashed back, and I've got a lot of that coming up, and ideas for it and stuff that I'm working on all the time. And
there's no reason not to do that as well as doing the stuff you make for yourself. So
exactly. Now that I've got like that side of things tooled to the point I can just kind of go into those records like it's a daily job, like it's like a regular job, you know. Like, I still have like issues where it's like, yeah, you know, you're fishing for ideas. Every creative's kind of a fisherman, you know. You just kind of have to throw the line out, and if something catches, it catches. And you know, I keep a creative space now so that I can just sit down and transpose my idea, and if I don't like it, throw it away. It's good. We're moving on. And I've been catching stuff. Like, I'm, you know, even my little rehearsals are getting just tighter, better. Been strange as a just out here with new people, but there's a drummer I really want to play with, and I'm going to still, and that might change how I like what I do. I don't know. There might be a new music project. I always have like 2 or 3 things going on at one time, but like it's been all Murk since I got out here. And I'm kind of feeling some like, I don't know, again, just more rock and roll influenced stuff. Anyone who's like a deep cut fan of my music knows like I'll release a Murk record, and then for a month I'll release stuff on a secret YouTube channel, and then I'll go back to Murk stuff and release stuff on a YouTube channel. Like, I bounce back and forth. But if you're a musician out there and you're a fan, reach out to me. I'd love to work with you. Justin's gonna send me some tracks still, I believe, and I'm open and near my production suite all the time. So anybody who wants
the weather is calm enough that I can actually turn my AC off for a little bit.
Oh heck yeah. And I'm not when it's not a Murk project, if I'm doing someone a solid, or like just adding something, or someone needs a studio musician, I'm not an asshole like I am with Murk stuff on other stuff. I probably seem a certain way. I realize that after I've said it a lot of the time with like Murk as a musical project, it's like, oh, I sound like a controlling a-hole, but I am with that project. It's mine. It's my baby. It's the most successful thing I've done. It's mine. And yeah, it's, you know, like, worked really hard on a lot of aspects of it. I don't budge, and if I am going to do something that's like a misstep, it's going to be something that's like my misstep for me. Every Neil Young releases their Trans. Remember Trans by Neil Young? This is an electronic record. I'm sure I brought it up on the stream ad nauseum, but I like to think in the future there'll be some kid that edits these videos when I say things. Like, I'm sure I've mentioned that ad nauseum, and then just inserts a supercut of me mentioning it like 1,000 times, like I'm Joe Rogan talking about chimpanzees. An awful lot of talking into the microphone now. Oh yeah, I titled this video Town Hall. I wanted to hear from you guys. Still messing around with names that really are inviting. But open floor, hop in the chat. I've got the multi-stream on, as you guys can see. Tell me how you doing. Tell me how you feeling. How you living? How's things? And any Trekkers out there, like, want me to keep doing the Star Trek online series? I had my first Twitch raid doing that series, but other than that, the numbers aren't really that great for it. So I kind of just put the kibosh on video game streams on YouTube. I don't think you guys on YouTube really care about that with me. Like, I don't think that's why you guys are here. So that'll be Twitch. I think Twitch exclusive now. Try to hit affiliate. That is what Twitch is for, right? Gaming. I'm not that good of a gamer anyway, but people are really digging the Fall Guys. Guys, rabbit holes and Fall Guys. Just as the mayor of MURKtv, that's what's up. That's what I'm seeing. That's the numbers we're getting from the comptroller. So Erica and Justin are functionally the executive producers and have ultimate god level say on the direction of a day anytime they want to. They never want to exercise that right, which is the most polite thing in the world, by the way. Justin, you can absolutely, anytime you're like, if it seems like I'm ignoring anything that you're interested in, feel free to be like, hey, talk about this. What the hell's up with this? Erica too, as much as you've super chatted. Erica, pop in here and we can go any direction. Man, the video game streams, it's just not really popping on YouTube. And if I do video game streams on YouTube, I'll probably just shoot 8 hours of it and then release it throughout a week. But I'm trying to find something where I have some backup content if I get sick or if work gets crazy or if Elton John's bus breaks down or whatever. You never know. Work in entertainment, man. Things get crazy and things are picking back up as the fall approaches. I'm going to be more busy with my day job. But I work in a creative environment, so still not going anywhere. I'm really going to work on that release schedule through the fall so that I don't have to do any like kind of hiatus or breaks or anything like that. Just record Game Grump style, something like that. Probably a podcast. Justin, Arianthe, if you guys have a day where you have up to 8 hours free to be on microphone, let me know and we can crush a whole series. We can crush a whole week's worth of content.
Almost any Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, but I know those are busy days for you.
Well, and it depends on what's going on. I can, I'm about to have some time off though, because at the end of August, I've got the vasectomy. So there's a few days for sure. I work in entertainment, by the way. Anybody's wondering what I do. Work in entertainment. All around, that's what we do in this house.
Making sure the show goes on.
Yep. Make sure the show works. Make sure the show happens. Make sure it's safe sometimes. Doing it all, man. Doing it all. Excited to move toward more production aspects. It's gonna be fun. But learning a lot too, just through observation, which is nice. What? There's a Chinese rocket out of control headed toward Earth right now. Let's check this out, Debbie. Chinese rocket live. I'm not seeing anything. Here we go. Here we go. I got the tracker on in the corner here. It looks like it's just seems like it's just satellite footage though. Random location in the next few days. Oh, that's cool. Wild. tracking a Chinese rocket. Who woulda thought it? I mean, all of us. We all knew that was coming. Oh. Interesting. How'd this rocket go astray? How did this happen? This happened like a year ago, too. See, I feel like this has happened a whole bunch in my lifetime now. Earth from space. They had one hit the moon? China had a rocket hit the moon? That's gnarly. I didn't know that happened. That's, yeah, see, normally don't they hit the ocean, but like, you know, you got a pretty good chance hitting the ocean, hitting this planet. Just mathematically, right? I know we still have the Nicholas Cruz trial going on too, right? Let's see. Missouri couple gets married next to Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez. What? Oh yeah, did you guys hear that we're not going back in time. Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez got married. We're getting Gigli too, guys, is what I'm getting at. And if you're not excited about it, you know, we're not the same kind of person.
St. Joseph thought it would really be fun to tie the knot in Vegas.
Yeah, so they also got a chance to connect with one of Hollywood's most talked about couples. Maddie White has the story.
Say word.
Like what? A surprise encounter at their Vegas nuptials becomes a memory the couple says will last a lifetime. It started at the Marriage Licensing Bureau Saturday.
We pull up and there's like a limo, like there's a really nice car outside.
It was late, around 11 p.m., and it's here where they say they saw Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck.
They were right to the left of us whenever we were signing our marriage papers at the same time.
And to the far left is where J-Lo and Ben were, and she was they were being super discreet.
Just a few partitions over, a couple clad in wedding attire. Brennan says he made eye contact with one of them.
Ben and I looked at each other.
Brittany says they were one of only 4 other couples in there.
She had a really long, like, white dress on.
What?
Had white pants with a blue jacket on.
This is Jennifer Lopez. She has some pretty like fancy writer demands from what I've heard. Like, I've heard the stuff that she requests from like a venue is crazy, and she did this. She had this kind of wedding. She went with she pulled a Britney. What's going on?
We're like, okay, so we're in the Clerks County the office with them. Wouldn't it be funny if they went to our chapel too?
That same night, J-Lo and Ben tied the knot at a little white chapel in downtown Las Vegas. The following day, the Calvins happened to have their wedding appointment at that same chapel.
Like, we're from St. Joseph, Missouri. St. Joseph, Missouri is tiny. And like the one time.
Shout out St. Joseph, Missouri. I forget where St. Joseph is. Makes me think of Jefferson City though, and Jefferson City gets crazy. Let me tell you, as a teenager, I had some war scooch there. Don't worry about what that means. Look it up. And yeah, that's a fun town.
Time like we go out of state together, that happens. It's just like what?
Yeah, it's definitely a story we'll be telling neighbors, kids, anybody that'll listen. The dogs, maybe.
And they even imparted some advice for any other couples watching.
If you're not married, go to Vegas. It was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was super fun.
I don't think that could have happened to anyone else.
I love it. That's so fun. It's a good story to tell too.
That's a funny way to end that clip. I mean, that's a cool story. I hope both of those marriages last. Well, can you tell I'm still a little jaded from a divorce, but also in love, so I'm not like that. But Guys, Comic-Con happened. Can you believe I've made it this far, 40 minutes into a stream, and I haven't brought up Comic-Con? This close after Comic-Con? I'm like proud of myself for that. Guys, Comic-Con happened. Let's watch some of the coverage.
It is Comic-Con Day 3, and lots of folks are in downtown San Diego having the best time with some of the best costumes I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, things are packed down there. A lot of folks having a good time. Everything from Marvel going on to Star Wars to Star Trek, and of course our own Heather Hope down there as well, enjoying all the fun today. Heather.
Why is she Tony the Tigered up? That's not the prompt.
Yes, I am dressed as Tony the Tigerette, so I'm a frosted flake for the day, and I was this close to talking to Chris Pratt and busted a U-turn and out of there. So we came pretty close, guys. We tried to get that interview with him and Paul Rudd, but we talked to so many great people today. We saw so many stars.
You're Tony the Look, lady, if you're not going to take this seriously, what are we doing? What? I'm honestly, this is a little disrespectful. This is cash grabby. You're going to be somebody from an ad. If we're not going to take this seriously, ma'am.
And a lot of people in
Today I'm a frosted flake.
Comic-Con. Catching all the excitement inside Comic-Con and the spot-on costumes like these characters from Nickelodeon's Hey Arnold.
Move it, football head.
I'm going.
It's been a day of family fun for Nina
Adorbs.
Church of Chula Vista dressed as Batgirl with her 7-year-old Mandalorian daughter, Audrey.
This is Kids Day, so we're kind of going all around doing what the kids want to do, getting some squishmallows, meeting all the characters.
The show from
Squishmallows.
Comic-Con was packed with
Kids are crazy for squishmallows these days.
little kids eager to see their favorite cartoon characters up close.
You get to see really expensive things in person, and you just get that feeling like, oh wow, I can't believe I'm here.
Some came dressed head to toe in costumes, from superheroes to Star Wars standouts to spreading the wings of this angel from X-Men.
That's commitment. Keep in mind, this lady's dressed like a frosted flake. What are you doing, lady? Look at, you were at the mecca of cosplay nerddom.
The wings took almost 3 years to make and finalize everything with all the delays and everything.
Whoa. It's Catherine Yee's very first Comic-Con.
I'm dressed up as a Team Rocket grunt, and I've got my Magnemite and my Zubat here.
Forgot your costume? There are many cosplay looks for sale, like these replicas from CW's The Flash for $1,400.
Whoa.
We provided all sorts of rubber components.
That's serious
for the
money.
costumes and the fabrics, so naturally our retail merchandise is an exact copy of what you see on your show.
No costume doesn't mean no fun. Some kept it
They
simple
really
with
do.
t-shirts.
This is their passion. It's their commitment. That's why I'm upset. That's why I'm so upset at this journalist. I'm stuttering. I'm so upset at the journalist. Like, lady, Tony the Tiger, just dress normally. If you're gonna, that's kind of patronage. These people are masters of their craft.
But I wanted to actual costume.
And then there's
we
Chris Chan's there, but not nearly as many as the dedicated, really talented
A lot of
people.
people came dressed up today, and we also talked with just now the director of Guardians of the Galaxy, James Gunn. So excited for this third installment for this next movie that they are promoting.
I'm excited about everything. I mean, this was a story that was created with people who I've been on a journey with for years. They're people that started as strangers. They're now
starting to look like the
dude friends, and I'd say even they're my family. And that's something that we put into this movie.
Daggum.
Yeah, so we talked to so many actors from the Guardians of the Galaxy, Ant-Man, the comic She-Hulk. So a lot of great entertainers, the directors, the writers, all writing here in the press room from the Hilton Bay front. So you'll have to stay until 11 to catch some of those great interviews. Steve,
but no Chris Pratt. I mean, doesn't he know who you are? You're Tony Tigerette.
All that, they're great. That's.
Heather,
I'll give her that.
You hit us with it. They're great on TV, my friend. As always, I enjoyed
you're the
that.
best.
Thank you for that. Thank you, Heather.
Brought to you by Cornflakes.
I was about to say sponsored by Frosted Flakes.
Yeah, that's. Come on. All right, let's watch some more. Some of this cosplay is great. You know, this is honestly safer now that Chris Chan is gone. This is nicer. It's a solid Chewbacca. Arms are too short, but solid Chewbacca.
Another busy day today and more ahead this weekend when it comes to costumes, panels, and of course a lot of celebrity sightings. CBS 8's Kirsten Holmes is live from the convention center.
I love thick Spider-Man. Fat Spider-Man is always there.
My goodness, we are live here just a block away from the convention center. Take a look behind me and around me if you can. So many people are here in downtown San Diego where those ticket holders are in the convention center for a day filled with everything from Disney to DC Comics, you name it. If it's pop culture related, it's
Pretty
all here. Now,
good spot.
if it's your first
Yeah.
time at Comic-Con like it is mine, I mean, I'm just doing my live shot, and all I can do is tell you to expect the unexpected. Oh my God.
That's a big Jawa.
Who are you?
Taco pool. Because, hey, everyone loves tacos.
Excuse me, sir. Who are you?
I'm Doc Brown. And this is Marty McFly.
Hello. This is my first Comic-Con. I wasn't expecting this. What should I expect?
Don't expect anything. There's a lot of creative people here.
What?
You might surprise yourself.
All right, so this is my first Comic-Con.
Yeah.
What should I expect?
This is our first one, too. We're learning right along with you.
Who are you?
I am Starfire,
Oh.
DC Comics. You can tell the energy here is palpable. There's so much energy going on.
Quite the
There's
vibe.
a lot of room for one. It's exciting. Normally this is like this, but everyone's on their best behavior. We're social distancing and looking as good as much as possible.
Hello, can I interview you? As you can see,
It's a pretty dope Wally.
and B at San Diego's Comic-Con. But I found a Comic-Con OG in Jamie Newbold who says he was back here in 1972 when it all started.
50th anniversary of when the con went legit at the old El Cortez Hotel.
This is my first Comic-Con.
What?
I have no idea what to expect.
The old, yeah, that's right.
On Comic-Con, so I watched the changes incrementally as they get larger, more popular, and more diverse.
And in traditional Comic-Con fashion, where everyone is a celebrity, some CBS 8 viewers even wanted a
Back
picture
when it
with
was
me.
actually about comics.
Yeah.
Every year.
And only about comics.
So we're excited to be
Like, this
back.
is for people who run comic shops.
What should I expect?
Oh, a lot of
Wild.
amazing cosplay.
Yes, it's like Halloween on steroids. So lots of good people watching.
Who are you guys?
Old Loki.
I love old Loki. I love that series. I am so hyped for these trailers they released. Oh my god. I'm about to say F it for the copyrights and just react to all the Comic-Con trailers today. Should we do that in the second hour? F making money on it today, dude. Comic-Con happened. I don't care. I got hours coming up at the day job.
Realized it happened. Said it.
Man, I about blurted out loud a concert that Lux booked that I don't think is actually announced yet. So wow, yeah, okay. I about NDA'd myself, y'all. It's about to demonetize it anyway, so might as well. Ooh. Yeah. You guys can't get at me though if I get emotional for like the Sandman trailer or something.
Lord of the Rings. Yep.
You got to put that in the comments. You gotta put that.
I'll be there with you.
You know, I'm excited for some of this stuff that's coming out.
For the past couple weeks.
Who are you?
I'm Robin.
You're Robin. How old are you, Robin?
10.
Is this your first Comic-Con?
Yes.
What are you excited to see?
That movie.
There will be a line for a bunch of things. But if you always want to just run around and people...
This kid's like been in line so long. He's like, I'm excited to see the movie. Like, kid, you not seen a movie today? You're just at a place where people celebrate movies. You're gonna see some trailers. You're gonna watch a panel. It's gonna be a good time. But you're not gonna watch a movie.
Okay, so everybody I talked
Poor
to
kid.
say that they were just so excited to be back in person this year. And when I tell you to expect the unexpected, I found my twin out here, the newsman, and we're going to end this with a little
It's a Ron Burgundy.
Stay classy, San Diego.
Comic-Con 2022.
That guy's kind of a big deal.
That was great. That anchor knew the prompt. It's kind of a big deal. All right. I guess let's do it. No, wait. We'll wait for the second hour.
For the first time since
Let's keep.
2019, Comic-Con
Comic-Con back in full force, and
And Comic-Con is back.
the excitement can be seen all over downtown. Good afternoon. Welcome to the 4. I'm Heather Myers.
I'm Carlo Cicchetto. Today was the first full day of the 4-day event. Hundreds of thousands.
I'm glad
of
it's
people are
back.
Pass through the convention center and surrounding areas.
CBS Shannon Handy's in the middle of it all. She
Missed
joins
it.
us live downtown with more on the crowds and, of course, this huge economic boost to San Diego. I see that you are dressed as
See you in just a bit,
superhero
Deb.
reporter, Shannon.
Of course, I'm always a superhero reporter.
Yes, you are.
Is that Dave Bautista?
And Carlo is a superhero dad.
As the Silver Surfer?
People are excited is an understatement. You have the
Is that Dave Bautista as the Silver Surfer? For no reason? Is that him being low-key at Comic-Con?
diehard Comic-Con goers. You know,
No, it is not. That is just an actual dad.
those people who have been coming for years. And then you have the first-timers.
That is just someone's...
First-timers. Take a look at these costumes behind me. There is a lot of activity, not just inside the convention center, but as you can see, outside as well. Either way, everyone
He's got Batista vibes, though.
We have Comic-Con back in person.
I'm so glad Comic-Con is back. Last year they had a mini Comic-Con, but it wasn't the real deal.
We love it. It looks like it's bigger than ever, and we've been waiting like 2-3 years for it, so just waiting patiently, and here we are.
I just love seeing everybody's
It's back.
enthusiasm and effort they
It's
put into
back.
it, and everyone just interacting, have a good time.
A little history for you. Comic-Con started back in 1970 with just a few hundred attendees. This year, 135,000 tickets were sold. But even if you're not going to the event, you can still come downtown and be a part of it. You guys just saw that in my live shot. You simply walk down the street, you check out all the people in their costumes.
What up,
and there are all
Graf?
these pop-up activities pretty much everywhere you look. Economically,
Cheers, cheers,
that's bringing
brothers.
millions of dollars to the area, both from hotel stays and what people are spending at stores, that is, bars and restaurants. In terms of tax revenue for the city, in 2019, the last time Comic-Con was in person, it brought in $3.2 million in hotel and sales tax alone.
Money that those folks are spending in those restaurants and in those shops is money that stays here in San Diego. And it's money that Stephen and I use to pave our streets, house our homeless, pay our police officers, do the stuff that San Diegans count on, they depend on and expect from our city.
And back out here live, again, Comic-Con runs through Sunday. If you plan to come downtown, your best bet is public transportation. Perhaps consider taking an Uber, a Lyft, or the trolley, because as you can see, it's very crowded. Some of the streets are closed. And let me tell you guys, the parking is expensive. I saw a lot down the way, which was charging $80.
Oh my goodness.
And normally it would not be that much. I want to show you guys something else. This is the backpack that attendees get. Some of my favorite characters. So if you were wondering what was on my back, every person that is attending Comic-Con who has a ticket gets one of these really cool backpacks. They can put their swag in there and keep it year-round. And then I want to spin you around and show you some more costumes because, I mean, I'm telling you guys, everywhere you look, you have people like this just walking up and down the street like this is a normal thing, right? You dress like this year-round.
No.
You excited?
Yeah, of course I'm excited.
It's back, baby.
He's like, I do dress like this year-round. I'm Aang, yo.
Too much time. Well, you
I
guys look
am
great. Have so
the
much
last
fun.
airbender.
And you know what? And thank you for putting smiles
Yo, our boy
on
Iroh's there.
because these characters, people stop them all day long to ask for photos, and they're all really, really patient. So it actually takes a lot of effort to come down here and dress up like these characters have done today and for the rest of the weekend.
Lots of sights to see, very obvious, people in costumes. Not as obvious, we know there's an intense security effort down there. What are you seeing down there in terms of that? Is it noticeable?
You know what, Carlo? Obviously, there's going to be some undercover operations, which we are not told about. But take a look behind me. You can see the San Diego Police Department has something set up in the median there. And
There's some plainclothes officers.
And that's not the only one down here.
There's some superhero. There's some cosplayed, clothed officers.
Man posts just down the street. We've seen officers on bicycles.
We got Operation Furry going on.
Pretty much everywhere you look, there is security, but again, there's a lot of undercover stuff, which
We got 6 furry cops. Inside of both of those beady chihuahua eyes, they have awkwardly glued to the top of their mask cameras. Cameras for the bourgeoisie.
we are not entitled to that information. You know, San Diego Police Department, they do work with
Don't trust the
other,
furries.
Law enforcement agencies to ensure this is a safe event. Obviously, with what has happened in the past
They got undercovers.
For many people, but San Diego police tells us they are on top of this, and their number one tip is if you see something, say something. So if you see anything odd, make sure
Don't
to call
tolerate
those
crinkling.
close officers and say something so that everyone is safe here this weekend.
Yeah, you're surrounded by heroes, but those are the real superheroes of this event. I'm just trying to find out who's the evil villain that's charging $80 to park.
Yes, Graf. Graf, DC is having a rough time. There's no way they're going to catch up to Marvel at this point. Marvel is now in phase 4, 5, and 6, and they're in their multiverse saga, as they've announced this weekend, and Warner Brothers had nothing. They have a star, Ezra Miller, who is on the lam. It's a nightmare for Warner Brothers.
I mean, everything is up these days, Heather. Inflation, you know, you go to the store.
DC Comics, all they can do is push comics the best they can. Their animated game hasn't even been what it was. And that's bad when Paramount Plus is beating you with their animated original Lower Decks. You know what I mean? I would imagine they're outselling the Harley Quinn animated show. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Everything at the Sideshow booth.
All right.
What
We're
you
back
got?
for another booth tour. We're here at the Sideshow booth. This thing is huge, man. Look at the size of this booth.
Dang, dude, I like
Quite as big as
collectibles, action figures, stuff like that, man. I'm a big nut for stuff like that. It's a great Spider-Gwen.
Spider-Gwen here. She is beautiful.
Yeah, that's great.
Man.
The Miles Morales is cool too, with the sneakers and the...
Can't remember. I know she has a portrait that's the unmatched.
I am dying to go. I'm gonna go to San Diego Comic-Con next year, dang it. I'm gonna make it happen.
That base to make it look like, you know, she's
I don't care if I have to work it. I'm going.
Look to the base and everything. It's kind of cool.
I'm
really like the way
going.
the figure looks.
It's happening.
Really nice work with that. Let's see if I can zoom in here. Get you guys a little close up look.
Yeah, who made this? I'll be honest, that looks better than... I don't want to talk smack on McFarlane Toys, but guys, Todd McFarlane's a little nutty. Todd McFarlane, he wrote Spawn. He's been promising a new Spawn for 20 years now.
Base there, so you have that look to make it look like he's, you know, swinging above the city. Kind of neat. And then
That's
you have
cool.
him slinging.
What I like about that Spider-Man pose and that particular figure is the kind of absurdity of the head and the eye size. For me, I don't know, you know, grew up in the 90s, and that's comic book Spider-Man to me. That's what a lot of the toys that came out look like.
I don't know why that head looks big.
It does. It's bulbous. Round and bulbous.
It's just the way I'm looking at it from here, I guess, or something.
It's supposed to look
Like the
weird. He's a Spider-Man, you know, like
Pretty cool.
the logical evolution from Ditko's original design, which was the opposite of the Colgate Smile Peter Parker that came after Ditko.
You got like a subway there at the bottom, which is kind of cool looking. Never even noticed that before. All right. This one here.
Yeah, the Miles Morales
This one here
is
that I feel like
sick.
It's got kind of an awkward looking pose to him.
Yeah.
Compared to the other two. It's like, I don't know what he's trying to do there. But, I mean, the texture work in the suit and everything. we zoom in
They
on
did
this.
kind of do our man's Miles Morales a little dirty here with the pose.
There you go.
They really did.
I like the way the suit looks. Just wish
But that
they
jacket's
change
cool.
the pose a little bit. All right. And that's the Spider-Man set. Let's see what else we got going on here. We got X-Men.
Oh, oof. Yeah, they're going...
Men here that
I'm liking, you know, Marvel's announced that they're doing X-Men 97, and I like that they're embracing the 90s aesthetic. You know, it was something that Fox was tooling around with. And, you know, you gotta embrace it, man. That's the nostalgia pool of that. That being said, there is one crucial formula to X-Men that I've yet to see pulled off properly, and you have to do it with a show. You can't, I don't think X-Men is a property that needs to be a movie, because it needs to be Degrassi with powers. Like, it's got to be Degrassi with superpowers. Like, this is a school we're talking about. These are interpersonal dramas. This is just a high school soap opera with superpowers. Why do they keep making it why do they keep making movies out of it? We need more time. Like, I need there to be stakes to who's banging Jean Grey, you know?
That I haven't seen yet in person. Here's the brand new Psylocke. She's pretty. Again, same thing like with the
Psylocke, classic.
With, like,
Well, newer but classic character now. Now a classic character.
There, it looks like a Japanese castle, and the moon in the background and everything.
It's pretty cool.
And then you have her standing on top of that pedestal.
They're really embracing that, like, who is it, Olivia Munn?
I really like the Psylocke itself.
That was Psylocke. That they cast as Psylocke for the live-action film. I feel like they've... Marvel loves to embrace the subtly the looks of the actors that they've had cast. There's notable exceptions, but...
Of the Phoenix and Jean Grey. That's how it looks together.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I wonder if they charge extra for that one because it's like a 2-for-1.
It's a big piece, man. It's a very, very big statue.
Like, that's a little extra.
All right. There's Nightcrawler.
With his cutlasses. See, Nightcrawler's a swordsman in the comics, guys. You don't ever need to do that more. Do that more.
And he's on a Sentinel base. Poofin.
Poofin.
Also very, very big statue. I don't know. It's hard to tell here with the size of my hand as a gauge, but this whole hand is
kind of done Nightcrawler dirty.
They did do Nightcrawler dirty. He's a very interesting character. You know, I actually really liked the version of X-Men Evolution when I was a kid. It's a cartoon Degrassi with powers, and I feel like they did a really good version of Kurt in that, of Nightcrawler. If you
yeah, they did better with dated stuff than they did any of the live action stuff for him.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, really, X-Men animated, hell, you can choose. Well, like, you have X-Men, or Wolverine and the X-Men, X-Men Evolution, and then X-Men TAS, which apparently they're doing a sequel to TAS with X-Men 97 on Disney+. So, it's... Yeah, they only do... Yeah, their animated stuff's all good, like for X-Men. Yeah, they take the time to actually make it Degrassi with powers, but... Man, those movies... Why make a movie out of that property?
Versus the Hulkbuster maquette. This surprisingly looks a lot smaller than I thought it would look. I don't know what scale it is, if it's 1/6 scale maybe. Maybe it's 1/6 scale. This seems very small.
Huh.
Expected it to be a little bit bigger. From that perspective, it looks kind of cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, they did. That is a shrunk down scale. That should be... Like, it's sitting next to those scale figures. I never really cared for Carol Danvers in the comics. Never really a notable character for me. All you new Captain Marvel fans, though, what up? Let me know what your favorite thing about Captain Marvel is and what about the Marvel family, because
Scarlet Witch.
Not really an era of Marvel I ever really got into. Or a side of Marvel I never really got into. That is a cool Scarlet Witch.
Alright. There's the Storm with the light up effects.
Yeah, that's pretty sick too. Okay, so Comic-Con is back. It's back. It's back in a big way.
Jim Lee vibes.
Oh, like I'm going to be here in just a few minutes because I'm going to take a break. Before I take that break, guys, it's ad time. Did you guys know that we have a sponsor? That sponsor is Death Wish Coffee. If you guys go to pillar.io/MURKtv, you will see on that website, if it loads, boom, our Death Wish Coffee link. Click on that Death Wish Coffee link. Boom. Espresso roast, gang. It's the world's strongest coffee. When you click that link, it immediately applies our discount. And for every dollar you spend, it helps the channel out. Death Wish Coffee sells itself. Go caffeinate yourselves and get a discount on us, guys. All right, we're going to take a break. Let's see here. We have Hazy by Oddfish. Be right back. Stream will return shortly. This is The Oldest Man in the Room by Luke and Jasper. yes. Welcome back to MURKtv. Hello, guys. What's up? Hey, did you get some Death Wish coffee yet? You really should. You should check it out. It's the strongest coffee in the world. If you wonder how I get so much done, all of the art, all of the music, working in entertainment, 12 miles a day. You want to know? You want to know how I get it done? Death Wish coffee, guys. It's the world's strongest coffee. Also grab some merch, gang. If our merch store is back. It's not back. Alright, gang. I have all of the Comic-Con trailers pulled up. Are you guys ready for this? Are you guys ready to react? Juicy react to all of these Comic-Con trailers. We got a lot of them, it looks like. Like 30 minutes of trailers. So again, kiss goodbye the dreams of monetizing this video today. Come in, interrupt, tell me how you're doing. No bigs, not gonna monetize this one. This one's for us. This one's for us today, guys. This is the town hall. I'm gonna change it to San Diego Comic-Con reactions, just react to trailers or whatever. Probably try to clip the reactions. Let's do this. Let's do this together. By the way, that was Sky and Y by Harris Heller.
Here. Welcome to the Disaster Institute. Earth is constantly on the edge of disaster.
Say word.
Viewer discretion is advised.
I bet it is.
Why is it that every disaster movie begins with someone in power
A little indigestion.
ignoring a scientist? People are sick of all the doom and gloom because it happens more than you might think. This is gonna really suck. What? It doesn't have to go down that way. Together, we can save Earth with science. Join me as I take on 6 world-ending disasters. Each one leading to my imminent doom. Brace yourself! So, yeah, I guess you could say I really am dying to save the world.
I'm so confused.
So we're gonna kill Bill Nye? Is that what we're saying? Is that what we're saying?
I'm mostly just confused why Bill Nye is in a Comic-Con trailer. I mean, I'm not against it. I'm just confused by it.
Yeah. Press F to pay our respects to Bill Nye in all of his multiversal forms. Apparently, Prime Bill Nye is okay, but we're gonna murder a bunch of other Bill Nyes. You know, he stays on his... Yeah, if I was a man of his position, I'd probably operate much the same way. I won't lie. Really try to drive your point home. You know what I mean? Really let the people know, like, hey, climate change, damn it. If you're, you know...
You're fucking up. Get over it.
Yeah, you're tearing the planet up. Stop. Stop. All right, up next is the She-Hulk trailer. Now, Justin, I'm excited for this. Lux, not so much. I wish Lux was here. Lux is working. Yeah, but I am excited for this one. I am a Marvel junkie, and I am pumped. I'm pumped. I liked the comic this came from. I liked the comic it came from.
We'll see how good they do.
Yeah, it's gonna be it. Look, this is a divisive trailer. I feel like a lot of the new Marvel stuff is real. Like people are gonna be down or they're gonna be mad. One of the two. And I'm gonna stay optimistic for this because they check off enough of the weird things I needed out of this trailer because I'm a fan of the comic that I'm like, okay then. Hilarious opening gag. I'm gonna pause through this, by the way, because I'm reacting, and I don't know, you know, Bill Nye's. We're gonna kill Bill Nye, but this is hilarious. This is like the logical evolution of the Hulk as directed by Taika Waititi. You know what I mean?
Wow! control, no overwhelming feelings of rage.
No, a normal amount of rage.
You do revert back to Gen form when you sleep.
Was the air?
So she's, even if she's in full training mode and staying as like Hulk Jin, she does go back to human Jin when she sleeps. That's so he's studying her. That's pretty funny.
Horn really necessary?
For comedy, absolutely. This is a multi-year journey you're about to embark on.
You are now a character named Multi-Phase Contract. You are now signed on, Tatiana, to 18 films or whatever.
Yeah.
Be glad Buff You is CG.
Who's your best friend?
Nikki.
Spandex. Spandex is your best friend. Being a Hulk asks for balance.
I'm glad that they're this is a weird nitpick, but I'm glad they're keeping like spandex as a thing, because even in the comics they'll make this like a new fabric weave that's like a special fabric weave for Hulks, and there's like a proprietary Hulk thing that they, this is what my shorts are made out of, and then someone else hulks out later and they're like, I'm wearing the banner tech or whatever, and I like that it's just spandex. It's just spandex. We already have stretchy fabric.
You have so much more to learn. Yes!
So I'm clearly nailing it at all of these things.
If you want to go back to your life as a lawyer, I respect that.
He doesn't mean that.
That was a fourth wall break. That's one of my boxes that it checked. Hey, Justin, by the way, feel free to turn your push to talk off if it ever affects you, like hopping in while I'm paused and stuff. Sometimes I know it can be awkward through Discord, but you and Arianthe, you guys don't have to have your push to talk on or anything.
Oh, I'm too loud.
Oh.
I have to have it on.
Word. No worries there. So this was a fourth wall break. So far, Marvel characters we've seen break the fourth wall. Deadpool, end of list. It's like Deadpool, that's it. But this is something that She-Hulk does in the comics.
Spider-Man did in one of them.
I think he probably does. He is like super sensitive to multiversal things and concepts. It's just almost an endearing thing that She-Hulk does through the She-Hulk comics. It's pretty. I'm glad it's included here. Like, it might pull some people out of the series, and I wonder how people will react to this element of it and how much they use it. But it's kind of a whole narrative tool in the comics.
More and more eccentric superhumans are coming out of the woodwork.
So we are already like dramatically expanding the Marvel universe, like in the characters within it. We know from the spoilers, guys, real quick. I'm going to spoil the end of Miss Marvel. The end of Miss Marvel, it's just her friend Bruno tells her, Kamala Khan, that she's a mutant. She has some kind of mutation going on, and they subtly play the X-Men 1990s like, yes. Dude, so they're mutants are a thing.
That's what I'm waiting for.
Yeah.
Like, I was an X-Men fan. Like, all the other Marvel stuff is cool and all, but I was always an X-Men fan.
Yeah. I mean, look, man, even those comics, when you're a teenager, if you can catch them as they're starting, as a run is starting, that's some good reading as a teenager in particular. Like, and yeah, X-Men 9, like the 90s cartoon was my jams, dude. Beast is my dude. Hank McCoy, I'm still mad about how they did him in the new films. Keep Beast blue if you're gonna blue him up, okay? And he needs to be a chunky boy. Why are they casting thin little British dude as Hank McCoy in the X-Men films? I want my X-Men 97 Hank McCoy. I'll take Brendan Fraser as Hank McCoy. That was fine in that film. I felt like they were leaning toward doing the right thing, you know? But I need my blue dude. Gotta be blue. Gotta be a big dude. And mutants. Again, mutants. So not only mutants, now we just have a whole other level of like, they're known super beings and we're taking them to court. Like, that's like, box checked. Second box checked. She broke the fourth wall. She's an actual attorney, and the crimes she's she's either prosecuting or defending are super crimes. Like, the world needed this. The MCU needed it, in my opinion.
A vision for them, and I want the She-Hulk to be the face of it.
Now, this CG work is spotty. Those last two shots of her walking through that office, I feel like the She-Hulk CG is either hitting or missing in this trailer. And they're still working on it. Marvel will change the CG after they release something. You know, it'll be patched, if you will, digitally after it's already in projectors. You know, so it might be a situation like that where they're up, like, you know, the She-Hulk title is weird to access for 8 hours, and it's because they're patching it or whatever, and it's been upgraded. And yeah, Justin, you feel me there with like the spotty, it's just spotty CG in this trailer. I think that pulls a lot of people out of it. She kind of does hit the uncanny valley more.
It'll get better.
Yeah. They'll have her ironed out to the point it's like Ruffalo, like Hulk. Like, it'll be like you know, Hulk proper. I think that's just going to take time. And honestly, they're making She-Hulk look a lot different than Tatiana Maslany. Like, she doesn't necessarily look like the lady from Orphan Black all the time, which is weird, given how much our Hulk looks like Ruffalo. But
Jennifer Waters. Namaste.
I have a serious conflict of interest. This man tried to kill my cousin.
I'm really excited about this. Not only are they bringing Roth back to play Abomination, they are, again, openly embracing the Edward Norton Hulk film, the Paramount Edward Norton Hulk film, which is a Phase 1 film. That is an MCU film. They just recast Bruce Banner. But in these movies, that movie happened. And it's just weird to think about because that's so long ago. That movie's oft forgotten. And, you know, we don't see, Edward Norton's not involved in this. He wasn't a main player. Like, we're so endeared to Ruffalo post Thor Ragnarok that it's weird to even hear that period of time referenced. Like, they're just embracing that, it was Ruffalo in this timeline. For some reason, we saw the Norton version. I don't know. But cool. It's not a retcon. It's an embracing of the original canon, which they weren't doing before. They were just not even really acknowledging Bruce Banner's past, only subtly. I think Scarlet or Black Widow had a scene with him in the first Avengers that's like, you know, basically picks up immediately after the end of that Edward Norton film. But we get the Abomination proper. He's got the fins. It's like a redesign. It's great. I'm gonna have a good time. I don't know if everyone will, but I'm gonna have a good time.
Bruce.
Yeah, that's quite all right.
People only care because I'm representing Emil Blonsky. I think they care because they're like, hey, that girl's green. Jen, do your thing. God, I really like this outfit.
See, little details like that. I need the Ally McBeal of it. She's like, I got to take off these Jimmy Choos to Hulk out because I spent a lot of money on this. Sucks. I didn't want to do this today. You know, like little details. I need it. I like it. I'm gonna have a great time with this. I have a feeling with this series.
I'm not proud of this.
It's blowing up on TikTok.
Miss Walters, we answer to a higher power.
Oh, so it's
our universe.
the series?
Of a precipice.
Yes, this is going to be a series, a limited run series, I believe. And I bet you anything it gets a season 2 if because I think Paramount still has stake in this. But you know, this is Damage Control, which is brought up in Miss Marvel. This is it's going to be like Miss Marvel, I believe. Like I forget how many episodes, but like a limited run series. Which is, again, like a lot of these properties, they come from long form comic books. Like, you have to give them time. Like, give them a series. Spend the same amount of money you would on a movie on 8 episodes, 9 episodes, and really give us something to binge watch and chew on. And Disney Plus is finding, I think, that it's working in their benefit. Like, Netflix's numbers are dropping. At this time, like 3 years ago, the majority of the bandwidth of planet Earth was Netflix. Like, it was being sucked up by Netflix. So there's going to be a shift at some point, and there's going to be a change, and there's no better fitting a property or group of franchises to do that with than like the Marvel Cinematic Universe, or just the Marvel Universe in general. There's endless you have endless source material if you have the rights to those characters. So make shows, good quality shows. Like, spend that money on shows that we can watch 8 episodes of, 6 episodes of. The Star Wars stuff, I know Kenobi, I think, did well for them too. Like,
I enjoyed it.
I did, I actually really liked Young Leia. I was cool with it. I liked the whole, I liked Reva. Like, I'm actually,
The Inquisitors in live action I liked that.
Right? Seeing the Inquisitors, yeah. I got kind of invested in the Vader comic, where you get to see in the Vader comic, which they're saying is canon. At one point he shows up and like chops some pieces off of some Inquisitors, and there's just like a viciousness that's like I was really hoping they'd show it, and they do. They really do show this like almost sibling rivalry, weird relationship with this like feudal hierarchy involved with the Inquisitor. I'm talking about like the relationship between the Inquisitors and Darth Vader, but like you really do get to see that in Kenobi, which I wasn't expecting to go there. The only thing we're missing is like a Cal Kestis Jedi Fallen Order show. We need something. We need a limited series or something. I need to know more about what happens to that redheaded dude. That little Padawan that got away. That's a very good video game. It's hard. That's a tough video game, though. I'll have to film a playthrough of it because I get screaming mad at that game, like Dark Souls mad at that game.
I am a lawyer. We do things by the book.
The Book of Ashanti.
No, the Book of American laws.
Just recently saw Multiverse of Madness. The Book of Ashanti was one of 2 MacGuffins in that movie, if you're not counting Billy and Tommy. There's a lot of MacGuffin work in that movie. Sam Raimi loves him a MacGuffin. And while I loved Multiverse of Madness, I felt like they did my girl America Chavez a little dirty. America Chavez is a very fascinating character to me. I was very excited for America Chavez to be in that film. I thought America Chavez was also going to be in No Way Home, and then COVID canceled and rewrote things. And she was really just used as a MacGuffin. Like, we got to get her multiverse traveling powers. And it's like, guys, we just introduced a comic book character powerhouse. And an LGBTQ Latin representing like Hispanic character that is a kind of a, like a type of Captain America. Anyway, I'm an America Chavez simp. And that's my only beef with the Multiverse of Madness. Other than that, I had a really good time. That was genuinely frightening at a couple of different... Like, it's hard to get me with a jump scare. And Sam Raimi can trick someone like me, where it's like there's musical cues and certain things I'm looking for. Sam Raimi can kind of cheat code around me.
Whether you like it or not, you're now a superhero.
Let's do this. You know that friend you had in high school who was way cooler than you were, attractive, got all the attention from everyone? Hello.
I think I'm jealous. Is that what I'm feeling?
Yeah. Pumped. See, and that was a shot of Daredevil in his red and yellow suit doing a little somersault. The red and yellow suit? What is happening? What's going on here? We're getting Daredevil back? I'm I'm pumped. I loved Netflix Daredevil. Loved Netflix's Daredevil. What is this? Oh no. Guys, we're hopping to the other side of the pond here. We're going to watch a DC trailer, it looks like. DC is still rolling out movies in their strange Snyderverse. I love DC a lot. A lot. Like some of my favorite books. And I am just, let's just go.
I don't deserve these powers, if I'm being honest. Like, what am I even contributing? Ow! There's already a superhero with a red suit with a lightning bolt on it. Aquaman is literally huge and he's so manly. And Batman is so cool. And I'm just me.
What?
I feel like a fraud. It doesn't matter. Anyway, the wizard gave me superpowers. And then everybody got superpowers. Where's everyone going?
To fight crime?
Okay.
Now everyone's kind of like doing their own thing, and I'm the only one trying to.
Well, hello, Jordan.
You understand I'm a pediatrician.
Come on.
Listen to me, Billy. The fate of your world.
Eminem. See, they're still rolling out the same kind of editing they did, what? Getting close to 10 years ago now. 7 years ago? Where they grab whatever they... Yeah, they're just grabbing music from the Warner Brothers catalog and trying to boost up these kind of lackluster looking... Honestly, now we're at the point where this looks like it's trying to rip off Marvel in a weird way, aesthetically, like with the colors and stuff. Which again, a lot of the design language was set by Zack Snyder's crew for a much darker toned type of film, like even in like color palette. So why not? I don't know. They're DC, Warner Brothers, guys.
Well, this one specifically has always kind of been comedy driven more than the other DC stuff.
Yeah, which, I hear is a really redeeming quality for the Shazam film. I hear that's a very watchable, good film. It's big with powers, and that's what it should be, big with powers. It's more of, I guess what I'm upset with still is just the design, like the overall aesthetic of the, like, Zack Snyder's DC universe,
Yeah.
And, the shots I saw from Black Adam made it seem like they're really cleaning up some of this like design language and doing new things with it and going more of a, I don't know, what bothers me is they're going more of a Marvel way, which is like Marvel already did that. Like the high texture kind of, there's like the cross lines everywhere, like the angles, the like whatever 45-degree angle things everywhere, or whatever degree angles. My bad.
There's a backlash coming for you.
Children stole the power of all the gods. This is very personal.
Right?
Look, I might not have as much experience as you because I'm not super old like you, but I've seen all of the Fast and the Furious movies, lady. It's all about family.
I like it.
Guys, that was a signal.
Introducing the star of our show. His name is Shazam.
Well, you have to actually play. There we go. You actually have to play the Eminem song to get people hyped for it.
I don't know how we fight powers like this.
You think I know how to fix this, dude, but I really don't.
Everyone can be
I feel like they hopped into the Shazamly a little too fast.
Now go fight for your family. Go fight for the world.
Because these kind of contained Shazamly style films like Eternals and stuff like that don't necessarily work. You got to give it more time. There's too many cooks in the kitchen. Too many cooks, baby.
truck and a dragon. I love my life.
I feel like they could have spent their money in maybe a better place. I know we get a new season of Doom Patrol, so that's good. But I don't know. This should be like a limited series on your successful platform.
Oh, they're doing another one?
Yeah. Yeah, we get another season of Doom Patrol, I believe. So I'm hyped for that. I love Doom Patrol. I like that DC show, but it folded into HBO Max because Warner Brothers doesn't know what they're doing. They're not even...
My powers are not a gift.
Oh.
But a curse. Born out of rage. Black Adam. You believe you are not worthy.
So wait, but we cast The Rock as Black Adam, and the Shazam movie, they just referenced the hell out of the Fast and Furious franchise. So hold up. Do you think Shazam's gonna bring up that Black Adam looks just like The Rock? Like identical to The Rock? What the hell?
But you have two paths.
I liked all those Dr. Fates. That was cool.
You can be the destroyer.
I'm a Dr. Fate simp. Get at me in the comments.
The world needed a hero. Instead, it got me.
I don't understand necessarily the appeal for this to be a film. People really pushed hard for this to get finished. Look, I love The Rock as much as the next guy, and I'm glad there's a Dr. Fate in it. There's things I'm hype about for this kind of two films, I guess, Shazam 2 and Black Adam. But we all know that they were building toward this Flashpoint movie. And now I don't want to see it because Ezra Miller really seems like a shitheel. So I don't know. Oh, it didn't really need a 2. See, Arianthe, I've also heard that about Shazam. That it didn't really need a part 2. Now, guys, we're hopping back over to Marvel. Get hype. Get ready. This one's going to be big. This might get the stream pulled from YouTube. I don't care. Hop on Twitch, guys. Here we go. Get into this gorgeous Wakanda Forever trailer. Yeah. I'm excited for this Namor stuff here. Look at this. Little wings on his feet. Like the comics. Yeah. Look at that. Looking intense.
I am queen of the most powerful nation in the world, and my entire family is gone. Have I not given everything?
Huh. a lot to process here. I love the design change of Namor. I love that they're going more, you know, indigenous American, and they're going, you know, they're really changing up the flavor of what this like Atlantis is going to be and what these Atlanteans are going to be like. This isn't the DC universe, and this isn't even, you know, but it's still staying somewhat faithful to the source material. He's got the little wings on his feet. He's got the costume. He's got the green shorts. This is the Submariner. I'm pretty pumped. I'm happy about this redesign. Announcing that we get a new outro. But, you know, who's going to be the new Black Panther? Is it Shuri? Is it Shuri? Lux has a theory that it's Okoye. I like that theory. Bassett is going to kill it. Angela Bassett's one of those actresses that can, like, make you cry. You know, she's one of those, like, she's going to bring some emotions. It looks like we're still in this next trailer. I'm not sure what it is. I Am Groot. Oh, it's another Marvel trailer. What is this? Oh, yeah. Okay. We get a little animated Groot romp.
Have you given any thought to where this ends?
Yo, we're gonna go from a Groot trailer to another John Wick movie. What is this? We're still making John Wick movies, huh? Guys, I haven't seen any of the John Wick movies. I hear they're really good. Don't be upset with me. I know I should have seen all of them by now. I haven't seen any of the John Wick movies.
The table will never stop. You know this.
Oh, Angela Bassett is so versatile. I'm so glad she's in the MCU. It sucks she's in the position she is as an actress, but that was a clean bow kill. These hyper violent but look really good.
You ready, John?
We get a Lawrence Fishburne Keanu reunion. Okay. I'm here for it. Well, now I gotta catch up on this series for this movie, because this movie looks pretty good. I mean, they all look good, but, you know, I have a YouTube channel now.
Here's the thing. We're a team of thieves.
Hold on. I know what this trailer's for. Okay. We're about to watch a Dungeons and Dragons trailer. But I'm still kind of hype about that John Wick trailer. That looked pretty cool. I don't know much about that universe other than someone killed his dog and he, like, revenge kills a bunch of people. But he's an assassin. There's a hotel for assassins. I don't know. Anyway, there's a D&D movie coming out. Guys, D&D movies are cursed. Legendarily cursed. There's, like, no good live-action D&D movie. Let's check out the trailer for their next attempt. Until they released this trailer, I thought this wasn't even in production. I didn't even know this was in production. I had no clue. I feel like I was surprised. Maybe I missed some articles or something, but I normally stay up on the Dungeons and Dragons news.
And when you do this, you're bound to make enemies. Sometimes those enemies come looking for revenge. Truth be told,
Yeah.
we helped the wrong person.
They're like, we got Zeppelin music and a D&D movie. We're gonna try to Taika Waititi this. We're gonna try really hard to Taika Waititi this. But it's a heist movie?
But we're gonna fix it.
So how do we pull that off? Figure it out over a drink?
Probably best.
You need
To give us a fighting chance, we're gonna need strength. You got this, right?
I know you don't.
We also need courage, magic, and you.
For real, Arianthe, Angela Bassett's played everybody.
What is that again? It's an owl bear.
We get owlbears in a live action movie. That's cool.
Be warned. There is evil here.
I'm glad he's on our side.
This one's dangerous. But whatever happens, we'll be ready.
Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Amongst Thieves. I'm gonna watch it. I hope it's good. So far, it looks like the most promising Dungeons and Dragons thing they've made for film. You know what I mean? I don't know. Not even really any TV shows or anything.
What is it exactly that you bring to this?
I'm a planner. I make plans.
You've already made the plan, so
If the existing plan fails, I make a new plan.
you make plans that fail.
No.
He also plays the lute.
Not relevant.
I'm excited for a bard.
We thought the war.
Excited for a bard. Excited for some of the new fantasy properties coming out. Excited for House of the Dragon. Rings of Power looks good. Looks like we've got a trailer for Rings of Power. Maybe I just quit teasing it. Release Rings of Power already.
At last.
Whoa.
Was ended.
A lot of helms.
Today, our days of peace begin.
Alright, we're close to 2 hours in, guys. Don't
We thought our joy
tell corporate, but if you got them, smoke them.
We thought our light would never dim.
The skies are strange.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm liking the aesthetic of this already. I like the vibe, the colors going on, the overall art direction. I'm here for it.
Evil does not sleep.
I think it was a proper mimic too.
Beyond the darkness, tempting
Or well, in that last trailer, I think it was just a druid with the ability to, yeah.
He has no one name.
So I don't know if you decrypted or not.
Have you heard of him, lad? Have you heard of Sauron?
Oh, dang. Oh, they're really adding some spoopy to this.
If the evil rising is left unchecked, it will take us all. Find the light, and the shadow will not find you.
Together we can survive this!
Fight with me.
Each of us must decide who we shall be.
hammer and rock. Eventually, one or the other must surely break.
Oh, that's a...
I've been told many lies of Middle Earth.
Oh, that's a creepy Sauron. Yeah, it was a proper D&D mimic. Okay.
Something up there.
Rings of Power looks dope. Rings of Power looks dope. What's this next one? Prey/Predator 5. All right. We're still making Predator movies, homie. I'm pumped for Rings of Power.
It's not a bear.
The Predator's first hunt on Earth is the movie event you can't miss.
Why is it 90s Hollywood style? And it's a Hulu. Oh. We get a new Chucky trailer too.
Are you as happy as you made me?
Oh, we get Jennifer Tilly. Okay.
Who is this? And why the hell are you calling?
To make sure you're home.
Oh man.
Miss Cross, Mr. Evans, and Mr. Wheeler. Do you know why you're here?
I didn't watch season 1 of this or anything.
It's just a doll.
Right, Arianthe, you don't realize you miss her till she's gone.
Get to start stabbing people. No matter what, he's gonna come for us again.
Oh, I hate that doll. And the epiphany to get what's coming to her.
Oh man.
Come to Mama.
Let go.
Dear sweet godmother, Hail Mary, Jesus.
This is for Kyle.
Are they saying Chucky had a kid? Or twins? What?
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna pray?
Okay. Get a Chucky too.
Looking at me is scary enough to give you a heart attack? Oh my god, thank you.
It kind of makes me want to watch season 1 of that. I haven't watched season 1.
I have spent my life trying to protect my family. Our battle begins today.
What is this? What is this new excuse for Jason Momoa to be rough and tumble?
Do you remember what it felt like to live in peace?
Oh, a post-apocalyptic thing, huh? Man, I don't have Apple TV though.
More powerful than you can imagine. It would kill thousands. No fight, just death.
My queen. The Devantians now can destroy entire cities.
What?
All of fire will be ours.
We now have the greatest weapon this world has ever known. No religion will stop
The catapult?
It's quite an elegant solution.
I am your queen!
My sister hunted us for 17
What, is he just doing this to warm up for Dune? For more Dune? What is this?
Or to my children.
I never had to fight for my crown. Now that crown will be forged in the burning flames of war. I will be a queen reborn.
The final chapter of what? The first season of a show? How does this the final chapter of something?
Hit them again.
This moment. Every moment calls you a home.
It's called C. Oh, gang, we're at the Sandman trailer. Alright, get hype. This will probably be the last trailer we watch today. before we take a break and move over to Twitch to probably play some games. I'm feeling some video games today, guys. But I am hyped for this.
Your waking world is shaped by dreams.
Love some Neil Gaiman.
And nightmares that I create and which I must control.
He's out there looking for me, isn't he?
Can you imagine the damage he could do?
I need your help. If dreams disappear, then so will humanity.
I could do without dreams for a while. I haven't had a decent night's sleep in ages.
Okay. We don't get John Constantine, we get Joanna Constantine somehow in the present tense too. So there's a John Constantine scene there from the comics that has Jenna Coleman from Doctor Who. Not mad at it. Not mad at it. Not mad at it.
Until I've reshaped this world.
Tell us, what power of dreams?
Gwendolyn Christie as Lucifer Morningstar. So sorry for fans of the show Lucifer. You don't get that Lucifer Morningstar in this. You get a different, it's the same, but a different Lucifer Morningstar. Still the DC universe.
I thought
That was Kane in a gargoyle. That looked really cool.
about giving up.
Death and Dream. I'm excited for that, you know. Brother and sister combo. It looks like they're going to have an episode together at least, because this is going to be a series.
But I have a job to do, and I do it.
Things have changed.
Desire. This is going to be a good one.
Your eyes will tell me everything. Every thought, every feeling.
Boyd Holbrook as the Corinthian. Looks like that's going to be scary. I wonder if they're going to do, his eyes have, his eyes are mouths. In the comic book, the Corinthian, that character, blonde dude with the knife, in his eye sockets are just mouths. He's gonna eat your eyes.
My creations do not walk amongst the living, killing mortals for pleasure.
Oh, you don't think dreams can die? Let's find out.
Nightmares do not belong in the waking world.
Gnarly.
Oh, it turns out I fit right in.
Dreams don't die.
That was the voice of Patton Oswalt. Ooh, I'm excited for that.
He's a foot.
Hopping right into House of the Dragon. All right, we'll do one more. We'll do House of the Dragon too, guys. I'm hyped for Sandman. Gwendolyn Christie as Lucifer Morningstar. No John Constantine, but we get Jenna Coleman. Extra Jenna Coleman, it sounds like, if she's going to play both Joanna Constantine and John Constantine's parts as Joanna. I'm interested to see how this show plays out. I trust Neil Gaiman when he adapts stuff. It seems like he was really involved in this adaptation. And can't go wrong with Neil Gaiman, guys. That's a good writer. It's a world-class writer. Let's kind of move to something a little different. We're going to move to George R.R. Martin, which, good writer. Please finish that last book. Please finish Winds of Winter. I am excited for House of the Dragon. Gonna watch House of the Dragon. Love Matt Smith. We're talking about an era of Doctor Who that I love.
Mark,
Yes.
your stream got yanked.
Oh, that's fine. I should be Gucci. I've still got people on Twitch, or I'm still rolling. So
Oh, that's good. Okay.
yeah, no, we're still here. It might have, yeah. Or no, I can see it on YouTube too. So we should be Gucci.
I hope so. Mine says stream unavailable. Stream suspended for policy violations.
Very possible. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Shields and ringing swords. And I placed my hair upon the iron throne.
Oh yeah.
and all the dragons roared as one.
We're running rogue on
They consider the matter urgent. That of your succession.
Who else would have a claim?
The firstborn child.
Rhaenyra. No queen has ever sat the Iron Throne.
I'm excited for House of Valerion, guys. They're also from Old Valyria. Seahorses, their sigil. I'm pumped. I'm pretty pumped for this show. The little changes they've made in the kind of blending of the, everything that got us hyped for Game of Thrones into this kind of prequel series. I don't know. I'm pumped. I'm excited for this.
The king has an heir, Daemon Targaryen.
I will not be made to choose between my brother and my daughter.
Did you get fooled?
Oh, no, I'm back.
Rhaenyra's succession will be challenged.
I see it live right now. If it does, hop to Twitch, gang.
Your duty is to take a new wife.
I have decided to name a new heir. I'm your heir. War is afoot.
It must be Netflix throwing a fit.
A woman would not inherit the Iron Throne.
I mean, I love the lore behind the Dance of the Dragons in the Game of Thrones. Just even when they reference it in the show Game of Thrones, I'm excited. Like, A Song of Ice and Fire does have this expansive lore that's kind of this allegory for a period of British history I'm fascinated by. I am beyond pumped for this.
That is the order of things.
When I'm queen, I will create a new order.
Also, dragon fights, guys. Dragon fights.
Are they actually going to be good this time?
They should be. It looks like that's kind of a whole... I mean, if they're going to tell the story of the Dance of Dragons and the things that led up to that Targaryen civil war, they have to deliver on the dragon fights. They have to. They have to deliver on them.
I hope so, because the ones in Game of Thrones were pretty lackluster.
They were pretty lame. But that show made a point to exclude you from every big fight for the first 2-3 seasons. That was one of their big pitches, was we're not actually going to show the fights. It's more about what happens before and after. And a classic example is when Tyrion's going into battle with the Hill tribesmen in season 1 or 2 and immediately gets knocked out. And then he wakes up at the end of the battle. We didn't get to see any of that as the audience. We're in Tyrion's POV. So there's just a lot of conflict that's just not shown. And, but this is a particularly violent story. There's no book, They took Dragonflight out of game. What game? Oh, in Neverwinter?
I am
But yeah.
the Iron Throne. She will block my way.
Our hearts remain as one.
Oh, our hearts were never one. Have you never imagined yourself on the Iron Throne?
Where is duty? Where is sacrifice?
There's a one-eyed character they keep showing that I'm really excited for because I'm a lore hound. And I'm really excited for Aemon. Prince Aemon Targaryen. He's going to ride a really big ancient dragon and really going to mess some people up. I got a feeling they're going to wait for season 2, but hopefully he puts he's a character that puts a sapphire in his eye where he's missing an eye at a certain point in his lore. So I need to see him with that jewel in his eye. I'm excited about it. Yeah, I'm hyped for some dragons, guys. I'm hyped for it. Yeah, no, thank you guys for being on it with catching the stream getting yanked. We should be Gucci now, though. I'm watching it on my phone, the stream, so be sure to smash that thumbs up, leave a comment. But we're going to be moving over to Twitch for the rest of the day because I'm going to game. I feel like playing some Fall Guys. So if you guys want to hang out with me while I lick my bean, if you will, hop over to Twitch. MURKtv official, I believe. make sure my name change has gone through on Twitch, guys. I'm changing the brand is changing a little bit. I got to update all the t-shirts in the merch store. Let's see here. Yeah, we're MURKtv official on Twitch. Link to my channel on Twitch should be in the pillar.io/MURKtv link, which is also in this YouTube video. If you're watching on YouTube, boom. Here you also have Death Wish coffee. Strongest coffee in the world, guys. Oh, but hang out here in Discord if you're hanging out. I'm gonna make some soup. I'm gonna start some soup, put some ingredients in a crock pot, and be back. So
I'll talk to you later. I'm probably gonna take a nap. I'm still not feeling well, so.
Oh yeah, I bet you got some heat exhaustion going on, brother. I bet you're not feeling too hot. Yeah, get some rest, dude. And I'll catch all of you guys here in just a bit. Right. Let's see. What should we go out on, guys? What do we got here? Bookshelves by Sleepy Fish. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And if you want to watch the next half of this live stream, go to twitch.tv/MURKtv official.